projects where we have job ops and the likes. I'll speak more on this as we move on. Okay. So now I'm sure some of you are already familiar with our loan program because that seems like flagship for LSETF. So we give out loans. That's under our access to finance program. So if you are an entrepreneur, a business owner, and you want to scale up your business, but you need the funds, because we've discovered that over time, access to affordable finance actually is one of the major issues that most entrepreneurs in Lagos State face. So, which is why at Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, we give out loans from 50,000 to 5 million naira, all at 9% interest rate, and that's an annual thing. So 9%, that's the interest rate. So we'll give out loans from 50,000 to 5 million naira, depending on which category you fall under. So for more on this, you can go to our page at www.lstf.ng. Although currently now our loan portal is not opened yet, but I'm sure by February, mid-February, that should be open for those that are interested in our loan program. Then, of course, we have, okay, I can just mention some of the requirements that you need to access our loan program. You need your LASRA ID, just that we are sure that you're a citizen of Lagos State. Because like as I mentioned earlier, we are Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. We're here to cater to citizens of Lagos. So we need to be sure that truly you are one of us. So you need to have your LASRA ID, your tax ID, please pay your tax. Then your BVN, we require your passport. It depends on the amount you're requesting for. I know from 500,000 above, of course, we will need your CAC registration, just to show that you've been duly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission. And then any other information you need on this can be found on our website, www.lsctf.ng. Then our other programs include the Business Support Unit. So this webinar or this masterclass is actually facilitated by our Business Support Unit. So what they do actually is, as name implies, to support your businesses. So we have, they have advisory sessions, which is one of this. Today now we'll be dealing with the HR literacy, basically, where we'll be talking to you about hiring the right fit for your business so that you don't just employ just anyone that would make your business run down. So this is one of it. Business support, that is one of the services they provide. Then we have access to market. We also noticed that over time, even though some persons have started business, getting the right buyer, basically, of their services or whatever it is you're selling has always been one of the major problems, which is why our Business Support Unit has a program called Access to Market, where at times we have some fairs, some exhibitions. If you are part of our beneficial, part of our network, you are invited. At times, even do a call for application. You can apply. If you're selected, you bring your goods there, you showcase it, all for free. All this are actually being done for free. You don't pay anything. So this is one of the services you enjoy as a citizen of Lagos State. There are other programs as well. Then I also want to mention our employability unit. So apart from being business focused, we also focus on how will I call it? Okay, those that are employable. So like the name implies, employability units, we train and we place. So it's not just training people. We actually train in different, for example, you want to learn, I'm trying to look for one that is currently, although for this year, I really don't know which one is currently ongoing now, but I know last year we had a couple of trainings that were ongoing with some partners, UNDP and the likes. So we do some vocational training, soft skills training, etc. So after being trained, then you're then placed. So it's not just training. That's what our employability unit does. So it's not just being focused on business owners as well. Those are also looking for jobs, but you don't have the right certificate or the right knowledge. Will train you, and then after training, you can be placed on internship or even maybe a full-time job. So these are some of the services we render. I also want to talk about our tech arm, which is the Lagos Innovate. At the beginning, I mentioned this. This is our tech arm. They also do some trainings. We have the idea of, we have the workspace voucher. We've noticed that there are some persons that, for example, your tech sis or a tech bro, you actually have the knowledge, but you don't have the equipment, for example, or maybe you have a laptop, but you don't even have where to work. You need a quiet place. You can apply for any of our workspace vouchers. You look for the closest one, any of our hubs, partnership hubs that is actually close to you. You go there, you make use of the services at a reduced fee, or even at times LSF covers the fees for the whole. So for more information on this, you can go to lagosinnovate.ng or just go to www.lstf.ng. You get all this information there. And lastly, we have our special projects. So special projects, we also have, under the special projects, we have the job hub. We've noticed that over time, some persons, even after they are being trained, for example, you can make you're a business owner that, okay, you can make it, but you don't have a place to work. What we're trying to do now is to cluster business owners that don't have a space. We'll give you a space to work. And after that, maybe you have it for like 6 months, 3 months, a year, depending on the vouchers available. At least that would help you to, let's say you make hair, you can get some money. After a while, you can then get your own space. So it's not all the time you tell the client, oh yeah, come to my house. No, you can just tell them, oh, I have a workspace where I work. You can come there. So all these are available on our platform. You can go to our website for more information on this. Thank you very much. Are you guys still with me, or am I still talking to or am I talking to myself? If you're still with me, let me see a reaction. Anything? At least also show that you've been listening, you've been following. Thank you very much. All right, thank you. Now, thank you very much, Mr. Femi. Now to the major business of the day. Why are we here today? So basically, we want to learn about the strategy for finding and hiring the right fit. But before I introduce our first, although his name is already on the screen, I just wanted to mention that you can also invite your friends, your business co-owners or something, tell them to join in as well, at least because this actually it's a good topic for everyone. As long as you're a business, even if you're not a business owner, you're looking for a job, these are the things you would need to know so that you know what they are looking for. By the time you go for that interview, you know what to expect. So I would leave the floor, but before then I will introduce him and then I'll leave the floor for him to give his presentation. Okay. So our first today is Mr. Simeon Alamo. He's the head of Human Resources and Administration at Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. He possesses over 15 years of experience in human resources, internal compliance. Prior to joining LSCTF in 2016 as Human Resources and Admin Officer, he worked with Zenith Bank, a SAP Certified Associate, that's Business Foundation and Integration with SAP. He possesses degree in Business Administration and Secretarial Administration with an MBA in Human Resources Management. He also attended Executive Leadership course at Henley Business School, University of Reading, United Kingdom. So this is to let you know that who we have here is going to do justice to the topic. So I want you to sit back and listen. And please, if you have any questions, you can just drop them in the chat box. So after, when he's done with his presentation, we will take them. Okay? Are you with me? Hello, Mr. Simeon. Are you with us? If you're speaking, we can't hear you. I know you're muted, but we still can't hear you. Well, I don't know if it's just me. Hello, Mr. Simeon. Um, okay, while we're waiting for Mr. Simeon, please can we put the poll back up? Because I know that some persons have joined in as well. So they can also feel this. Hello, Mr. Simeon. But everyone can hear me clearly. So let me be sure it's not my network. Okay. All right. Okay, while we're still waiting. Okay, thank you very much. Webinar like this, we get to give the participants, we get to give them a certificate. This is just to show that you're a part of this topic, you're a part of this session, and of course you've benefited from one of our programs. So although that won't be done today, but this is something we are looking at. Hopefully by February we can start. So I want you to tell your people, at least let everyone else join, because it won't just be good for, it will be good for you to include in your CV, at least for those that are looking for a job, just to show that you have the right knowledge, you've gotten the right certification. So I would encourage us, for more, whenever you see any of this webinar, the links telling you to join, please kindly join, because after that, you get to have a certificate. So that will be implemented very soon. It's something we're working on. So just to let you know. We're still, I think our pastor is still having an issue with his network. But anyway, while we're waiting for him, okay. Hello, Mr. Simeon. Just to mention that Mr. Simeon is also part of our management team at LSETF. So he's one of our top boss. So I would encourage everyone to listen attentively. Don't just dump your phone out somewhere and just know. It's actually a topic that is good for everyone. Like I mentioned earlier, it's not just for business owners looking to hire the right fit. It's for you, even those that are just looking for a job, or maybe you know someone that is looking for a job. Mr. Simeon has been doing this for over 15 years. So trust me, he knows what he's talking about. And even at LSETF, there are times that some persons have applied for a vacancy. I'm sure it would give you an inkling or an idea as to what we are looking for. So I would encourage everyone to please kindly listen. And if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat box or you can pen it down. After the session, you can then ask. So the topic once again is strategy for finding and hiring the right fit. A strategy for finding and hiring the right fit. Okay. Hello, Mr. Simeon.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry, I need to come back to my phone. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to my laptop.
Yeah, I can
apology for that technology glitch. I'm very sorry. And also, I want to apologize. Please bear with me. My voice is a bit cracking. I'm under the weather, but will everything be all right? Thank you, everyone. And once again, I want to apologize for these glitches that we have. I don't know whether we are ready to just go in. Hello, Christina.
Oh, okay. Yes, we are ready for your presentation, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's because I'm joining on my phone. I'm trying to connect back to the laptop so that I can I can share my screen on the on the laptop so that we can follow.
Okay, no problem, sir. Okay. While you're trying to do that, please, can we have again the screen? I know some persons, I'm seeing an increase in the numbers of persons. So I know we have some persons that are just joining in. Please, if we could have the poll back on the screen or maybe in the chat box so that people can feel.
Recording in progress.
Okay, maybe that will be done. That will be done after. All right.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So let's move into it straight away.
Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon once again, everybody. My name is Simeon Alamu. As earlier said, today we want to consider how to recruit and acquire top talent, and which I've already captured in a simple language. What are the recruitment strategy that we need to know as business owner for us to have the rise higher? Because we know that people is very important to the sustainability and profitability of business. No matter how advanced we are in this present day, we cannot remove the intervention of women in the sustainability of business. But one thing is that if you don't have the right people in your business, they can mar your business. There are businesses that people have invested a lot of things into, but because such business is not being managed by the right people. I entered into a business center at the time, and I saw that business center was very good one. A lot of investment there, but the owner was not there. But I know that that was 2009. I wanted to just make a registration for my daughter for one exam. But when I saw it, I was very happy to move into that place to do what I needed to do. But the person there was not there. He made that investment very, for the lack of better word, not useful or does not fulfill the purpose of the owner because of the person there. So I moved to another shop, which was not a bit too nice to behold or was not in a good location. But the person there was very, very professional. The person there was able to attend to my request, and he did what I wanted in with good disposition. Now, what am I trying to drive? The essence of people, the importance of people that you put in your business will determine whether that business will succeed or that business will not. So when you want to get people into your business, we need to be intentional on those that will manage our business, those that we put in charge of those business, so that it won't be as if we are just doing everything that we are doing, and as we are gathering it, it's just going away because someone is not doing the right thing. However, or let me start from introduction. So when you have top talent on board, it's very crucial for long-term success of any business. Now, currently, hiring is a major challenge, with 75% of organizations reporting difficulty, even in filing or in getting people into the full-time role. That was according to 2025 SHRM report on talent trend. That 75% organization, they were finding it difficult to get the right people into the role that they want in the organization. Now, so effective recruiting strategy will now help you to source, to attract, to identify, and to hire the right person. And not only that, to retain those talented professionals who will contribute to your organizational growth. Because another thing is, when you have high turnover, it has its effect over your business. The time to recruit, the time to hire, the time to fill a role, there are times that you have you are losing. So we are not only talking about attracting, we are not only talking about hiring, we are also talking about retention of talented professionals who will contribute to organizational growth. And in this session, I've actually brought out about 8 strategy that we can adopt as business owner in sourcing and in hiring the right fit for our business. So recruiting strategy are the deliberate method and approaches an organization use to attract. Then when you attract them, to engage them, to assess them, to hire them, those potential candidates. And then you have to provide a kind of structure to the entire hiring process by outlining where to look for the talent and how to communicate those opportunities for them. So in this session, we'll be talking about where are those area or what are those strategies that those are places that you need to look to if you want to find the right people for your business. Sorry, I want to ask the host, can I have the co-host, right, so that I can share this? I cannot share again. Christina. Hello? Sorry, am I audible? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, you're audible. We can hear you.
Oh, thank you very much. Christina, please, can they give me host, right, so that I can share this? Okay, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I just want to, as I was saying, want to talk about what are the places that we can get to, or we can go to get the right fit, or what are the strategy that we can adopt as business owner in getting the right people for our business. Okay, so number one, if you want to get the right employee, the first thing you need to work on is to make you yourself attractive. For you to attract person, to attract talents, the organization or the business must also be attractive. And that is the first thing. So we look inward and look at ourselves first. Are we a place that people, is our business a place that people will love to work with? So that is what is going to increase your employer branding. Now, that is the face of your company that is show outside to the world that you're a potential employer and making people willing to work with you. Now, is what people think about you and what will make them to say, I want to work with XYZ company. Now, what are the things that we need to do to improve our employer branding as a business? Yeah, it might not be high end, because somebody can say, I'm just a startup, a small business, but no matter how, it's not only in monetary terms. There are something that we can do, we can ensure as business owner to make a company attractive. And one of those things is your employer branding and the employee value proposition. What are you offering to your employee? What are you offering to them? So employee value proposition is the promise that you make to your employee in return for their commitment. And that might be benefits, if you talk about salary, if you talk about remuneration, some other things, flexibility that you give them at work, your culture, and the growth opportunity your organization offers. Sometimes when I was leaving school, I was talking with some of the friends. Oh, where do you want to work? Someone was giving two examples of a company. A friend said, I want to work in this company. This company, they pay they pay good salary, but they don't have good benefits. So I don't want to work with them. He said, this one, their salary is not as much as this, but they have good benefits. They have something like health insurance, they care for your family, they have flexibility and all those things. Those are the employee value proposition. So we need to determine what is the niche that we want to create for ourselves as business owner to make talent to love to work with us. Because if you are not attractive, even if you get to a place, if you have access to the pool of talent, once they hear about your culture, they hear about your employee value proposition, I tell you, you might see them and you might not get them. So, and those are the things that we need to first work on. If you have a experiencing high attrition, can you look inward and look at it that what is our employee value proposition? What are we delivering? Are we attracting people? Are we making people that work with us to be happy? So that they can even tell others and say that, oh, come and work with my company. You will enjoy if you work with my company. We need to look at it. So, as I said earlier on, that it includes benefits, reward, is offering. Now, so it's a very strong brand, employer brand that reflects your employee value proposition and help you to recruit candidates. People actively look for signal about what it likes to work somewhere. And this plays a major role in whether they will decide to apply or not. Even if you want to offer them times 10 of the salary they are offering, where they are offering them in their current place. If they don't see those good things there, they will not come. In fact, according to research, 83% of job seekers, they report researching company review and rating before they submit their application. So when they get a vacancy ad, they will just go and see what is the rating. What are people talking about this organization? Once people are saying that, oh, don't go there, it's a toxic place, don't go there, it's a place where they bully and all those things, you will not be able to attract that talent that you desire for sustainability and profitability of your company. So we need to take note of this. And then a well-articulated employee value proposition also strengthens internal and external advocacy. And that is what leads to your positive net promoter score, what people are talking about you. Employees who feel valued and supported, they are more likely to speak positively about the company, which can naturally boost the referral and shape a reputation that attracts the right kind of talent that you desire to attract. So number 2, in the recruitment strategy to attract the right talent, the desired talent. Now, make candidate experience seamless. There are some people, when they've seen your advert, they've applied, they want to see the process of bringing them in. And you see some people, they just drop off, say, I don't have interest in this. Now, when you don't give them a very good candidate experience. So today, job seekers, they expect quick, clear, and respectful communication. Now, coming to work with you doesn't mean that you are doing them a favor. As a matter of fact, you are looking for something you want them to offer for you, which is going to benefit your business. So people that are hiring should stop treating candidates as if they are their mess. Some people in communication to the candidate, either when they are inviting them for interview or when they are at the interview panel, they speak to them rudely. You cannot attract good candidates like that. There are some people that they will come to your interview, they were not choosing, but they will keep on talking about the organization that, no, that place, they are professional. Though they did not give me that job, but the process of that recruitment was professional. So make candidate experience seamless. It's going to increase your employer branding. It's going to increase your net promoter score, and it's going to help you to attract the right fit for your company. So long wait time, fake timeline, or being ghosted, it can damage your brand. In fact, 60% of candidates abandon job application due to communication or an overly rigorous process. When they don't believe in that process again, then they just look at it that these people are not serious. And then they move on to another one. I don't know if you have experienced, by the time you reach out to them, they say, oh, sorry, I'm no longer available. So we need to make that experience seamless, both as recruiter, business owner, or HR professional. So according to online recruitment, ONREC industry, one way to avoid that thing is for you to have a kind of a technology that will help you, like using an applicant tracking system that will automate, update, and keep candidates informed at every stage. If you know you cannot manage it manually, or if you don't even have the resources to have this technology to do it for you, ensure that people that are saddled with the responsibility of contacting candidates, bringing people on board, they make candidate experience very seamless. Thank you. Number 3, which is also similar to what I've said in number 2. Now, that one was the first one. Number 2 was talking about the process, about the communication, about contacting them. Now, when you bring them to interview panel, which I mentioned briefly when I was talking in second point, you make that interview engaging. It is not servant-slave relationship when you come to interview panel. It doesn't bring you as an interviewer. It doesn't make you superior to the person that you want to talk to. We should not we should not just make them look less of themselves when we are doing the interview. Interview is to see what they want to offer and to get the benefit for your organization. It's not for you to drill them. It's not for you to make them to make them think less of themselves. So the interview process is more important than some might think. Now we need to take it very serious as interviewers. 77% of our candidates say interview experience is extremely important when determining whether to accept an offer or not to accept it. So interview should not feel like interrogation. It's not like you bring them to they are not coming to police custody and you are asking them, have you done? No, it's not. That is not interview. It should not feel like an interrogation. It is important to create a two-way conversation with candidates while you get the information that you need from them. From that conversation, you'll be able to determine the right person for your work. And it doesn't mean when you have a candidate, if he's not saying what you want, it doesn't make that person useless. It's not just fit for your own. It's not fit for purpose. At that point, it can be fit for another company. So when you are giving feedback to people even after an interview, you can also not to run them down, but to say, yes, you are good, but your skill might not be what we need here. It makes people to feel good and make them to talk well about your company. So the team and your company talk well about your team, about your company. So going so far as to give candidate access to current employee, we also help them to make the right people more likely to want to join your team when they have access to people that are inside. And that one also going to link me to other one. So I'm starting from those low-hanging fruit points. I know that there might be some that can cost us money, technology, and AI. I will get there. But as a startup, a small business, there are some that doesn't cost us a lot. They are just attitudinal. And once we get it right, it will make us, it will open us to the right candidate, the right talent that we want to attract for our business. Now, encourage employee referral. Another recruitment strategy to get the right fit is when you encourage your current employee to make referral. So employee referrals are one of the most effective methods of recruitment. So they are often faster, they are cheaper, they are more reliable than outside hire. You can even have some background information about the person you are bringing because there's someone within who knows the person. And also give a comfort to the person coming to because someone within can speak good about the company and he can see that, oh, because Mr. Hay is there and Mr. Hay have talked to me about this company. Why can't you join our team? Our team will do this and that. So encourage employee referral is also a best way. It's also one of those ways for you to attract the right fit for your work. So according to the research that was done according to LinkedIn, said employee referral are 4 times more likely to get hired, which is as in they have that chance of getting hired. Yeah, they are ready. They have known things about you, and then you see that test in them to join you and to contribute to you. So with that in mind, you can also incentivize your employee to refer people in their network by creating a referral program that rewards successful hire. I'm not neglecting the fact that there might be some that maybe the referral is not right, not everything. that we take hook, line, and sinker. When an employee also refer, you go through the process, the interview, the selection process, you'll be able to see whether this person that this person is referring is fit for the purpose that we want them. Not that I'm referring for bringing my family and friend to come and populate your business, and why they are not delivering anything or they are not giving results that is desired. But once they can pass through and they are successful, we can also design a kind of program, might not cost us much, to incentivize people that refer a successful hire for you. You can turn referral into a friendly competition by offering a fun reward, maybe a gift card. Oh, we got this person through this person, and you can see what this person is doing. It means that you are giving us a very good referral. And to those who participate in it, it's a simple way to build stronger team, boost morale, and keep your employees invested in company. Number 5, so there are a lot of job listing, job board that we can optimize as recruiter. We need to find out about them and try to optimize them. Job seeker, they also search like consumer. So there's a place they go to. There are job listing board that we can go there to put our advert. It will attract people. So that means your job listing needs to be optimized for the platform where candidates are looking, such as LinkedIn, Indeed, Google Search, Google Job. Use clear and straightforward title that matches or that match what candidates are actually searching for. So when you place those adverts on those job listings, let your caption let it be captivating. Let it be the one that they will they want to join. They would like to go through. So use those clear, straightforward titles that match what candidates are actually searching for. Now, instead of using fake title, like some who just want to create a niche, we want customer hero, they want customer service representative. Don't use something that bogus that people will not have understanding of it and say, oh, maybe it's something else, and you scare people from applying. So include relevant keyword naturally throughout the description, focusing on the job title, responsibility, and require skill. Focusing on the skill-based hiring can also increase your talent pool by 10 times, according to the LinkedIn study. So we need, if you optimize this platform, it's a strategy for you to get the right fit that can help you deliver results on your job, can give you the right people for the job that you want them to do. And number 6, yes, this one might sound a bit funny, but I'm going to bring something out of it. Yeah, use social media. Somebody will look at why social media is not meant for professional thing like Instagram, TikTok, X. But surprisingly, you can get the right candidate there. How? There are some people, they are comfortable where they are. They will not go to all those traditional and usual job listing board like LinkedIn because they are not in all. But they will go to social media, they are there on Facebook, they are there on TikTok, but they have the right talents that you want. But if they get those opportunity, they might consider, let me look at it. So you might not find them in the job listing. So this is the other side of it. On the job listing board, you can find everything. You can find everyday canary. You can be advertising for the role of a director. And on the job listing board, someone who just finished in NYC will be dropping his CV for you. And maybe you consider it. God will speak to you and you consider it. So you might be saying that I need a manager that is maybe 10 years experience. You see someone that have done just 1 or 2 years that is not even relevant to what you advertise. You see them applying. So you can have a whole lot from there. But if you use some social media like Instagram, TikTok, and X, you might discover some soft people, social media, some people that are not, they are right, they are right for it, but they are not just hungry for it. They are not actively applying, but they are open to the right opportunity when it comes along their way. So when they see it there, you can get them. Now, according to Campbell, he said using social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and X are surprisingly great places to find passive candidates. So those people that are not aggressive, they are not just all out to get a new job, but if it comes, they can consider it. They are regarded as passive candidates. You can find them on those platforms because they go to those platforms for leisure. But finding them there is a good meeting point for you to attract them. So rather than spending money on job board where you get ton of application, as I've said, applicants that are not even right for the job, company can also try investing in some smart, targeted social media strategy that reaches candidates that are not hunting the job board, but might be ripe for a change when the right opportunity fall in their laps. Yes, this is another one, and he's talking about um, diversity and inclusion. He's talking about tapping into hidden workforce. Yes, he has some, might be trickish, but I don't want us to just close our eye to it. You might find candidates that are going to help your business within this pool. So those hidden forces, or the hidden workforce rather, those hidden workforce, they are also referred to forgotten workforce. And they include people like retirees who want to continue working. Yeah. It depends on what you want to give them. And you can see a lot of them maybe in academics. We can also have people like that. If you can have them in academic, that you see some people, they retire, but they are not tired. They still have that competence. They still want to work. And you can tap into those kind of talent, even for her business. Now, they are retiree rights, but they still have that ability, they still have that capacity and competency to work. We can use that. This another one, ex-inmates. There are people that have gone through rehabilitation. They are genuinely rehabilitated. But our societal bias has already blocked them from having opportunity into getting back into workplace. If you can identify where you can find these people, and you know that they are genuinely rehabilitated and they are correct people, they will stay with you, they will deliver for you, they will help you in your profitability and your sustainability. Yes, you might be a bit cautious and will say, oh, someone was an estimate. But if you have an encounter with any of those people, not everybody that have gone into custody are actually bad people. And some were bad when they get there, but there are some intervention that's been done. If the name, if the agency actually live to the name, because no, it's no longer prison service, it's correctional services, and can ensure those corrections. So you've heard about people that were in prison, then they took their degree program, they took their master program, either through Open University or any other institution, and they come out, they are fully rehabilitated, but nobody want to give them job to do. We can open our doors to them, having profiled them, and you see their genuinity. It can be an hidden workforce that will be okay for us and maybe a very cheap recruitment strategy for us, and where we can get people that will stay for us for the time that we desire. And also we have some that are returning, and at the time at LSCTF, we have a program that targeted on those people that are the returning from Libya, from all those countries. And then people don't want to identify them. So what we did then, in one of our program, one of our employability program, is to give them the skill that can make them, that can integrate them back into the society and can make them independent and can make them contribute to the society. Yeah, there are some that were trained in trade. There are some that have the certificate to work. There are some that are ready to do 9 to 5. So we can look at this pool of people. We can just take our biases cap from this and look at it that how can we get the right fit from this pool of people. I bet you there are people that are there that will help you to deliver on your deliver for the profitability and sustainability of your company. Now, another thing are people without degree, and this we do also in our program, in our employability program, when we train people under blue collar job. So not only about what degree do you have. So some people are being trained, they were already trained. Let me give an example now. Maybe you need a social media person that will to work for you, and you are looking for someone who have maybe BSc in mass comm and all those things. Now you can tap into our pool. We have the pool of our employability pool where we train some people in social media, in digital marketing. They might not have the degree, but they have the competency. They might not have that paper, they have that pedigree that will help you to scale, that will help your business. Then these are the things that we do at LSCTF. You can contact us through our employability. So we have all those training centers, people that are trained in different skills, digital marketing, people in garment making, and you need them without being rigid about the degree. They will work and they will deliver for you. And also people living with special ability. Now, I choose to use this word, not people living with disability. They have special ability. And in one of those training that we did in employability, one of our graduation at Egbeda, you see people that made some of the leather work and things that they did. There are people living with special ability and they did great work. The way they are delivering in those handiwork, in those blue collar job, they can do the same thing when you have them into your offices, and they will stay with you because the society is already like block them, not giving them that chance. But if any company can open its door for them, they would definitely be an added advantage to you. And also, it will help you to fulfill the inclusion that is being preached by the government, that you have people that are living with special ability among the workforce. They will deliver for you, they will stay with you, and you will see them as a value add to your company. Now, to make this talent pool more accessible, organizations need to remove the barrier that prevent this candidate from advancing. When you come for interview, once you see that this person had this kind of special ability, you just say that, just drop the person. No, we need to move away from it. We need to just advance from it. Give them equal opportunity. Give them equal opportunity and get that. Once they possess that thing that you are looking for, this typically involves removing unnecessary credentials, offering more flexibility, and designing process that focus on ability rather than pedigree. Now, so practical way to implement this strategy include you adopt skill-based hiring, then you can get them, they have skill, and then you can use a skill-based hiring for them and recognizing transferable skill over prior experience and qualification. You're writing clearer and more inclusive job ad, and you provide training of scaling paths for those with non-traditional background. So non-traditional background like certificate, I don't have it. So when they join you, you provide the training of scaling paths for them. Once we help them to also grow, once we help them to develop, they will definitely stay with you. And to increase your employer branding and your net promoter score as an employer. Number 8, Another way where we can get talent, and I also want to also speak to it as one of those things that LSCTF is also doing, is under our LMIS, is labor market intelligence to analyze internal versus external skill markets. What are the skills that are there outside? What are the skills that you need? How can you get them? And what are the platforms where you can meet them? We can have the right candidate. So what we are developing, we are working on it under LMI, is to have like a kind of a meeting point for the employee and the employer. So you need a certain skill. There's a platform where you can meet those people that have that skill. It's a very cheap one for you to get the talent that will help you in delivering results for your company. So shaping your recruitment strategy around critical skill requires a broad overview of internal skill assets, both temporary and permanent, and external markets for labor, service, and technology. So you can take advantage of our LMIS platform to get the right fit that will help you in your business. That's another platform that we can leverage on as employer, as recruiter, and as business owner. Yes. So this is maybe the one that we might look at it that maybe it costs us something. But they are different too. They are scalable. There are different AI tools that we can use to source, to screen, and to have candidate engagement. Now, AI-powered recruiting tools are becoming standard in many organizations. Now, according to SHRM, so 51% of organizations already use AI in recruiting. So in more specific terms, 66% of those using AI, they rely on it for generating job description, while 44% use it for screening resume, 32% for automating candidate searches, and 29% for communicating with applicants. And that speaks to the earlier point I talked about, applicant tracking system. So AI-driven tool can help you as business owner to expand sourcing beyond your usual reach. So AI-powered search tool can scan large talent pool across job board, social media platform, and internal database to surface candidates whose experience and skill matches your opening, including people who may not use the exact keyword your team searches for manually. So AI will help you to bring out, especially if you are using a job listing or job board, as I've said earlier, that you have ton of application, thousands of people putting their application, and it becomes an Herculean task for you to screen, to shortlist, and to get the right fit. AI will help you, and they are in different form. As I said earlier on, they are scalable. It depends on your budget. There are things that we can work on to help us in sourcing, to help us in shortlisting, to help us in screening the resume, and also in communicating with applicants. So these are strategies among many that we can leverage on as business owner, as a recruiter, as we look forward to scale our business, to have the right fit that will deliver and help our business for profitability and for sustainability. Now, AI there are things that is going to deliver for you. AI expand your sourcing beyond the user search. AI will also help you to improve the screening accuracy, as I said earlier. AI will help you to personalize communication at scale. AI will also help you to predict hiring outcome. So if you can use those machines, you can use those platforms, it will really help you. Depends on your budget. And that is in addition to all what we have said, even if you don't have the budget to install or to have any of this one, other one that we have said earlier on, they are low-hanging fruit that we can quickly leverage on and we can benefit from as recruiter and business owner. So you can see them, put them together here, the synopsis of those recruitment strategy that we can use, tap into hidden workforce, design an effective employee referral program, use AI to enhance sourcing, screening, and candidate engagement, and optimize your job listing for searchability, and then work on your employer branding and improve value proposition, which is the first one. It's first one. If you want to attract good people, you must be good. If you are not good, good people will not come to you. It's like they attract like. So improve your interview process, engage with passive candidates, develop recruitment marketing strategy, use recruitment data to make decisions. So this is a summary of what I've talked about for about 40 minutes ago. And on this note, in conclusion, so depending on your organizational hiring need and in front of the right talent and position it as an attractive employer, that is key. As an attractive employer, you have to be attractive if you want to attract them. A well-executed recruiting strategy will not only fill your vacancies, but also contribute to your long-term organizational growth and success. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simeon. Please, can we have like a sort of a reaction clap? I'm clapping here, but thank you so much. Thank you very much. That was really, really insightful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know if we have any question for our facilitator. Do we have any question? If you have any question, kindly include in the chat box, please. Thank you very much, Mr. Simeon. This has really been very, very insightful and enlightening. So I know you've made mention of the use of AI, as well as you also made mention that for an organization to actually retain or attract the right candidate, the organization itself must have, in terms of good standard, the organization itself, because you can't give what you don't have, and you can only attract what you yourself already carry. So for you to be good, and I caught that, for you to attract good candidates, you also have to be good. So we want to say thank you for that. I would, however, like to ask a question while we're still waiting for some of our persons, our participants, in case they have any question. Hello, Mr. Simeon, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. So I know you made mention of the role of social media. That is, you can use social media as well instead of all these job boards to attract or get the right candidates. So far in your experience, for those looking for jobs, which social media platform would you advise them to make use of? That which one have you seen over time has been, at least has given you the right candidates when you are trying to recruit? Which social media would you recommend and say, okay, for this platform, at least we've been able to get good candidates?
Okay, thank you very much. So the conventional one that you think about, you just think about LinkedIn. That okay, LinkedIn, that's the professional one. Here you get people. Now, when I was talking about social media the other time, I'm talking about from the angle of a strategy of a recruiter. That okay, there are some that are passive. They are not hungry. They are not actually active or out there to get job. So they might not go to your normal LinkedIn or Indeed to go and look for anything, because they look at it, I'm comfortable where I am. But if they see good opportunity, they can consider it. They will not be active on LinkedIn. For example, I don't know whether you've seen some of your friends, some of the professional, and you go and check them out on LinkedIn. They are working in offices, and you see that, oh, he has not posted in the last 6 months. He has not posted in the last one. Some people did not even get there. Those people, if you want to attract them, you want to dangle the opportunity that you have in your face for them. If you go to you won't find them in the LinkedIn. So they are there, but they are passive. But at their own leisure time, they want to go and catch some clues on Instagram, what is happening. They want to go and crack their bone and laugh on TikTok. So you can use that kind of platform and you drop your opening to them. From there, yes, I can consider it. So there's none that is not working. So it can be Instagram, but I know that a lot of people that are professional, you see them on IG. That is very common. And then people that want to say, okay, I want to watch some comedy. If I want to have some hard time in the office today, let me laugh it off. Then go to TikTok. Well, maybe I said that Facebook is a bit docile, not really maybe for that. But you cannot underestimate any of those platforms. But if I want to rate it, just as you've asked, the social media that are not professional network that you can use as a recruiter, if you want to use to attract some people that are passive seeker, you can use IG or TikTok.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simeon. Thank you so much for that answer. We have a question from Fabri Jeremiah. So he said, you mentioned candidates referral. What about organizations that don't support this? Now, if we allow staff to refer their friends, they won't form a group within the organization. I don't know if you got the...
Yes, I got it. You know, I said it when I was also talking, that when we are talking about employee referral, we will do our work and we're going to profile and see the right candidate, so that somebody will not go and bring his family and friend, and then they become clique and they will not deliver what they need to deliver. So instead of working, that's the time they will be talking and be chatting. But most of those referral, that serious referral, they are not like maybe my family, not my friend, but people that I've worked together with. So I've had an experience of people that I work with, and we are still working in the same place, and we are not like close friends. It might be hard for you to know that I refer the person. There's somebody that also referred me, and we are not just close. We are not close. We are not even working in the same place. But it's an employee somewhere, and then look at it that, oh, you need this. I think this person can do it for you. And I got there. I just know that it's one that refer, and nobody knows. Nobody knows unless you tell somebody that, oh, it's this person that referred this person. So we are talking about a professional referral, not like I have a younger brother that just finished university, he's looking for a job. I tell you, he's going to be a good boy. Don't worry. He will not do anything. No, not that. But I've worked with this person when in my former place. Yeah, this person, it will be a good fit. That doesn't mean that the recruiter or the organization will take that person hook, line, and sinker. Most people have referred people, even in my experience, they go through the recruitment process, but they were not fit. They were not fit. You are not giving them, it's not coming free of charge that because Mr. A has referred this person, then it's a must that this person get this job. It's just like Mr. A is helping us, pointing us into the direction of the right talent that we can work on. Then we are now going to do our own work as HR or recruiter to profile them, to take them through our recruitment process to discover and confirm that they are the right fit for that role.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simeon.
I don't know whether it answers Mr. Jeremiah.
Mr. Jeremiah, does that answer your question, sir? Oh. Yes, it did. Thank you very much, Mr. Jeremiah. If you still have any other further question, you can still drop it in the chat box. Meanwhile, Mr. Simeon would also like to ask, now for some of our beneficiaries, they are small time, I wouldn't want to use the small time business owners, but they are just business owners that are just thriving. Now there are some, they need qualified hands, but at the same time, being able to pay these qualified hands may actually be an issue. For example, they need people that can actually do the job. But now the market rate, now the salary and everything, by the time you want to get the person, the amount the person is calling, and you know, oh, I'm just starting, I'm just a startup, where do I get that kind of money? But I need this person, or not even this person, I need that qualification, I need this hands. How do you manage that? You don't have the money because you're just starting, because you don't want to pay the person. But because you're just starting, you don't have that money to hire that talent. Meanwhile, you need the talent for your business to thrive. How do you manage it? Or what's
Thank you very
an
much.
option for you? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. So building is from bottom top. So if I'm just starting, I will not be looking for a manager that have 15 years experience. I might not be able to pay the person. We are going to scale even our workforce. So we start small. You have the right candidates that are affordable, that are going to stay with you. How can you get them? And I've mentioned some of them. You need to also look at capability and shift your attention away from maybe certificates at this time. And I'm also happy that one of our employability experts is Babajide said. So we have pool of people that were trained. Now, for example, let's say your business is in hotel, is in tourism, and you need people that are going to manage your front desk. You need people that are going to manage, maybe people that are going to and do something for you there. So we have those people that we have trained that are in the pool. They will come handy and they will come at cost that is not so expensive for you. Rather than saying that I want someone who have BSc in tourism or BSc in hotel and catering management, because you are just starting. Then you can leverage on those opportunities that LSETF provide, like those employability training pool that we have. So if you need any one of them in anything, feel free to contact us, and you can link you with those are training center, and we have the pool of candidates that we have for them to be placed. They will work with you. And as you scale, and that's why I said earlier on, when you bring them, not that you want to use them and dump them. When you bring those people that doesn't even have that certificate, because they start with you, as they start with you, they grow with the company. The company too need to see to their intentional development so that they develop and they grow with you. If you see people that grow with the company, they will stay with that company. They have the ownership spirit. So it's not like I want to start a business and I want to recruit the person that Dangote is recruiting. No, I will crash. My business will not be able to pay the overhead cost. It's going to crash the company. So we start from somewhere and then we grow. And then you can also use all those. There are some those funds. I mean, those pool that we talk about. We can use internship. There are some young child that have that brain to deliver. They will work with you. You can use them. You can look at those people living with special ability. They are not, yes, something that is just going to solve as in the salary that will be sufficient, not necessarily so much. Or people that want to reintegrate into the society, the attorney, the estimate, or you want to make use of those retirees that are still have capacity to help you to scale. Those are the low-hanging fruits that we can use to scale. So when you now scale and you become blue chip and become multinational, you can employ people and say that I'm ready to pay you 25 million a year. But you don't start on that. You can make use of all those not, I don't want to use the word cheap, but those affordable pool that's going to help you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simeon, for that. And I like the fact that you also made mention of our employability units. So for participants, you've also heard there are some persons that we've trained. There are some persons that are just looking for opportunity to work. Even if you can just put their transport, they just want to have that experience to work. So if you have anyone like that is still, oh, you need this candidate, you need this person to fill in this role, you can always reach out to us. And we would always communicate with you as well. When we have that, oh, we have some persons with trained. They just, even if it's internship, so you don't have to start big or look for 30 years experience or 20 years experience. You can actually train someone. And you heard from him, he already mentioned that, and actually that's the truth. because most of them would want to stay because, oh, this person invested in me. Even when people were saying, oh, we need this, we need to have 4 years experience, 5 years experience. Oh, I didn't have any experience, but this person recruited me. So they might have that kind of loyalty. Let me stay with the firm, or let me stay with the organization. But however, I'd just like to add that they used to say people don't leave their jobs, they leave their managers, or they leave the people they are working for. Because at times you might like the organization, but the character of whoever it is you're working with. So I like the fact that the other time he was saying be good. There are times that loyalty, when people are loyal to you, it's not even about the pay. Of course, you still have to pay them commensurate to what they're doing, but at times it's just because of, oh, this my boss is actually a very good person and he treats me fairly. So you don't have to. I know when it was mentioning about the interview and that some persons are rude. And then I came across a post on LinkedIn. The lady had, she applied for they had posted a job that they needed someone or no experience required. It's for an internship or something like that. So they had said, okay, chat me up and stuff like that. So she chatted the person up that, oh, I saw this job post. And before, the lady started speaking rudely to her and she was saying, hey, madam, do you have any experience? Madam, but you're like, when you posted this, you said no experience required. How come I'm chatting you up now? You're not asking me, oh, do I have any experience? And it wasn't even the fact that she even said, oh, do you have any experience, which was contrary to what she posted. It was the way and the manner she spoke with her. And that made her, she just posted it on LinkedIn and told everyone that, oh, this organization of their HR, no, it's not someone you want to work with. The organization should change the HR and so many other things. So character also matters. The way you talk to people, the way you, even after, of course, I remember doing the interview at LSCTF. One of the things that struck me was the HR, Abimbola. She was so amazing. I liked the way she spoke. I liked the way her countenance. So because of ordinarily interviews, you're already tensed. And that's the truth. Some persons naturally, interviews, oh, they are tensed already. Then you now come, you try to make it feel as if, oh, I'm the yoga, or we are the ones involved. So you try to put the person on that. The person already has pressure because being on that seat, you're asking me questions. I have so many people asking me at the same time. I'm just trying to articulate my thoughts. Then you have someone that is just trying to make your life difficult. So I would always mention her that Abimbola was so amazing that even the questions she was still asking them, but it was in a way that it was just like, oh no, don't worry, take your time. We are here. So even if I had not gotten the job, there was no way I could have even forgotten that because I liked the way she handled that interview. So that was the kind of thing we would also advise our participants here today. So even if you're not picking anything out of this whole session, you need to pick that the right attitude too matters because, of course, even if the person doesn't get the job, when the person is talking, or let's assume there's another recruitment from the organization, the person might not fit the criteria, but might have someone like, oh, I interviewed with them before and oh, they did very well. That's free publicity for you. So thank you very much for joining. I would also like to just give the floor to Mr. Simeon. Mr. Simeon, just one last thought from you and one last word from you to our participants before we call it a day.
Okay, thank you very much for this time. And my last thought will also be the one I started with. If you want to attract good people, you must also be attractive, and you must be good.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Simeon. So in other words, humanity pays. Just be good. You would always get the right people, but at the same time, know what you're doing because some persons would take advantage, and that's the truth. Because my boss is good, my boss is nice, some persons will want to take advantage of that. So at the same time, you just have to know a way to balance it. Even though I'm good, I'm nice to you, I'm not going to put you under pressure. But at the same time, I still want you to get the job done. These are the things I want you to do. So there's time for us to be, okay, we're good. And there's a time for we have to do this work. So on that note, I'm not saying any other question in the group. I want to thank everyone for joining in. Thank you to our facilitator. Let me see if I can mention participants. Just thank everyone individually. Audrey, thanks for joining. We have Audrey on the call. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it well. Babajide, Benedicta, Jeremiah, Farouk, Joshua, Modupe, Mujida, Olajide, Olani Emmanuel, Olani Tijani, Sarah, and of course, Mr. Simeon. Thank you so much for joining. Before you guys joined in earlier, at least some persons that stay with us, and for those that are just coming in, I'd mentioned that we were actually looking at a way in which after each session, our participants can, of course, get a certificate just to show that they were a part of this session. So it's something that will be implemented moving forward. So this is just to let you know, and also to let you tell your friends, tell your families, anyone that is interested, or whenever there's a webinar session or there's a masterclass organized by LSETF, please kindly participate, because you never know, you may get a certificate out of it, which you can include in your CV, or maybe looking for a job, or even just to show that, of course, you have the necessary experience or the required experience for that particular skill. So thank you guys so much. After once we end this, I'm sure there'll be a surveyor just to ask how was the session in general. Hopefully we'll get your feedbacks and on how to improve. Thank you so much, and do enjoy the rest of your day. Till when next we have another webinar. Bye everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Christiana. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for listening. Do enjoy the rest of the day.